happy birthday to me too. So, feeling a little stuffy. Everything's fine. It's probably just allergies, is what everybody tells themselves as they continue to go to work while they don't feel too bad, but could feel better because nobody can afford to not go to work. And yeah, I have stories for days about people working in hospitals and doctors and shit admitting, like, yeah, we've all been sick as fuck and had to go to work, and all of this shit happens. Don't mind me, I don't have my eyebrows. I don't fucking have nothing on except a little bit of foundation. Gotta fix that. It's 9 in the morning. I got my ass handed to me last night at work and got home at probably 1. Talked to guy. This poor motherfucker is going through it bad. Real bad. I feel like there are so many people right now going through dark nights of the soul. And at least the people that I'm connected to are in such a shitty mental state right now. And it's just like bills, like networks of bill systems in my mind of chain reactions of having to feel everybody else's emotions and try to remain calm while I try to explain quantum entanglement and spiritual gifts and all that happy horse shit. But this is the weekend where Guy goes off for his weekend of army training. And as I said, he's dropped back to the guard because he understands and he's seeing bad. Like I feel bad for him. I'm putting these on. Don't really need glasses, but garden variety. Kinda need them. Whatever. But I didn't talk to him much yesterday at all because I was at work and he's out training to defend a country that hates everybody. And he texted me and was like, it's probably like 8. And he's like, hey, sorry I missed your call when you were on your way to work. I was doing whatever. If I leave the door unlocked, will you just come here after work and just sleep, just crawl in bed with me? I'm not having a good time. And he didn't know that I wasn't supposed to work today until 2 to close. But the other chick, the opener, she was like, hey, is there any way you could switch me shifts and take my 10 a.m. till BD, till business decline? And I'm getting my ass thumped up last night, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll do whatever, like, I'll do whatever to help anybody at work. And anybody. I literally know that I suck at this shit. And it's just because I care a lot about fucking everybody. And this shit's a little scary. And it's one of those, I can't have a heart attack. I don't want anybody else to have a heart attack from fucking shock and awe of the reality of what is going on in the world right now. So I'm just kind of nonchalantly trying to wake up the hard rock community, fucking heavy metal, everybody. I just want everybody woke up. Starting with people who can hear the things that I'm saying. Watch me point to all kinds of other people who are saying this shit in much calmer ways, if you'd like to fact check me. And spiritually wake the fuck up, because the world's being controlled by reptilians and David Icke's been right the whole time. Boom! In a nutshell. That poor guy. But I texted him and I was like, I live an hour away from where I'm working at in Pittsburgh. And then he lives an hour away from where I'm working at in Pittsburgh. He's like a half hour away from my house. But he's out. And I was like, hey buddy, I definitely can't make it tonight because I'm not going to get home until really, really late. I picked up an early shift. And I come chirping in the driveway at like 10 till 1 or some shit. And he called me and was like, hey, I just woke up. Like, he has not been sleeping. Nobody, I'm used to not sleeping. Nobody has been sleeping good. Normal people have been talking about this shit consistently. Because I just run around and bartend and waitress and shit and listen to the conversations that people are having. And just try to see, you know, just try to hear what the hell sleeping people are talking about. And what happened here? I just lost my train of thought. Whatever. So guy calls. And he started bawling like bad. He was just like, I fucking hate the military. I fucking hate this shit. Like, the shit these motherfuckers have trained us to do. And again, he's been in it for 17 years. And he's just trying to walk off the rest of his time. And then he's a general contractor in real life. Which is sexy. That's sexy work. I like brute work. Like, that's hot. So whatever. And I guess he got into it a little bit with somebody higher ranking, because he has a really hard time running because of the damage his body was caused over in Afghanistan. And I don't know how many other people are like me in the sense of, like, I can't hear a single person talk, and I can't hear a story without instantly playing it in my head. When people are speaking and telling me anything, I'm playing this shit in my head as, like, painting pretty little pictures in my head. And I'm always putting myself in these people's boats. I don't want to, I just always have been very empathetic I'm very good at imagining how bad things are or were for people, and there's been a couple of times where this adorable little hostess girl at work, she has a baby. She's 17, has like a crawling baby, and she starts telling me about him, and I'm like, oh, when's his birthday? And she tells me, and I'm like, oh, he's a little Capricorn, huh? And she was like, what do you mean? I'm like, what do you mean? He's a Capricorn. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, hey, do you know that the Capricorn, that's a zodiac sign? Not that it's the biggest deal in the world, but that's just like what that is. Got babies out here having babies. I don't know. It's fine. Who cares? But she was telling me about how he was in the hospital, and I'm like, why? What happened? And she said, I don't trust his mom. Like, I don't ever let his mom, like, watch him whenever I have to come to work. But the one day his dad, who's 18, like, the 18-year-old's mom is totally an idiot. And she said that some shit happened where lady was boiling hot water and the baby was crawling. And as soon as she said that, I was like, stop, like, stop, please, like, I'm so sorry, like, I can't hear that, like, I can't hear anymore. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be selfish, but I don't want to hear the extent. I'm so sorry. And she's like, he's okay. He's like getting treated and everything like that. And I'm like, word! I'm gonna send good vibes out for your kid. I'm so sorry. Like, can't hear it. And sometimes when I am in a mindset where I'm linked up with somebody like Guy, in a way that we were talking last night, where he's just crying, motherfucking the military, crying that he's just tired of it, like he hates it. These people are a bunch of fucking senile, possessed assholes, and he's so fucking traumatized, and now I am really too, because we've been talking a little over 2 months, and a little while ago, he felt comfortable enough to let me read some shit that he wrote down about what happened in Afghanistan. And when I read it, I'm just so, like, totally supportive of this guy, literally. Every one of these people, I feel so bad. And when I read some of this stuff, it hit a little different. Sometimes reading things and seeing them with your eyes is worse than hearing it. But he started crying his ass off. And he spit out a little more full story of what happened to him in his squadron, I don't know what to call them, when they were in Afghanistan. And sometimes when I hear things that are so vividly in my mind, shocking, imagining having to be any one of these people in this situation, it feels like I get shot in the fucking head. Literally, it felt like when he cracked me with this story, it was like, and it made me sick. It made me so sick. And I'm just like, listen, you did the absolute only thing that anybody could have done in your situation. Oh, I'm sick. You know, it's just, it's fucking sickening. Then I got a manager at work whose son is so fucked up from watching his buddies' limbs and bodies blowing the fuck apart. Military. Super sad. But he's very, like, very, very much so to the point where he's like, yeah, I really don't know, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to come to fucking drill. These people will treat you like shit because you're a wounded veteran and you gotta train once a month. And, you're injured and, you know, can't go do this run or whatever, and got some fucking psycho over here screaming like, oh man, I said, I support you, whatever you decide to do, but I hope you desert. Fucking hope you desert. Come get on welfare insurance with me. They give you everything, while your VA does nothing for any of these military members. I went and saw my sister's sonogram. She was pregnant with her first kid. Her copay for one sonogram, because she is a bartender at a casino, and her husband is such a good cop. This dude is so naive and such a sweetie pie and such a good, strong, sturdy man, you know, like, he's not a little bitch, but he's a teddy bear, and he is so naive, and he doesn't believe any of this shit. And it's okay, because we all love each other, and we're besties. But, he's a great cop. And he doesn't understand why the world is so fucking dangerous. I hope he gets a new job. Join the welfare system. Fuck. The copay was almost $300 for one sonogram, because they work their asses off, get raped in taxes. Ooh, it's so bad. I had 2 kids back to back. I never paid a penny. Never paid, not a penny, for any of my doctor's appointments, for any of my sonograms, for giving birth. Never paid a fucking penny. And this is why you got women out here being old fucking milk cows, milking the government generationally, trained by their parents, the way the Scott Jenner children and the Kardashian children, Beyonce's children, are getting trained by their witchy ass demonic parents, right? It is sickening. There is so many reasons for people to be so pissed off about this welfare system shit. It is disgusting. Fucking disgusting. So disgusting. Milk cows out here having baby after baby to not lose their insurance, to not lose whatever HUD and shit they get. Unfucking real. It is unfucking real. They pin everybody against each other. So unreal. And I was up all fucking night. All fucking night. I mean, I slept for like an hour and a half. But that's normal. Like, good for everybody else who knows what the fuck sleep is and goes to sleep and thinks that they're just sleeping. And happy birthday! I'm trying to dunce cap. Toodles, I'm leaving. Bye.